So, what does it actually look like when you have an automated system running in the background for your getting stronger and leaner? It looks like your time and energy currencies can now be put towards something else. For example, you wake up in the morning, you put on your outfit, you're not having to change your clothes because it's uncomfortable or you don't like the way they look. You're able to go on vacation or to parties and know confidently how to build your plate. You're not feeling any guilt. You know how to do your workout in a small hotel room with just body weight only. You know, you're not having to skip sleep to go to early morning workouts or to squeeze your workout in at the end of the day. You're feeling very confident in your strength to carry groceries in, especially from Costco. You're not having to think about food all day long. You're not having to suffer through afternoon cravings and crashes. You're not having to suffer through 1,200 calorie diets that leave you feeling just groggy and deprived. And basically, if you're wanting to achieve a certain goal of maybe losing 5 pounds for something, you're able to do it in a sustainable, healthy manner without making your metabolism worse. You are armed now with the knowledge of how to be healthier and keep feeling better for the rest of your life, because we need to unlearn that our body composition or a number on the scale determines our worth, determines our health. It's no longer like that. Marketing did convince us of that, but we need to unlearn that and understand that being healthy means getting stronger for the rest of our lives so that we do not live a life of soreness, weakness, and frailty. So, how does this membership work? I literally hold your hand as you go through each foundational pillar. What you're going to do is you're going to cycle through the systems. Every time you're going to learn something new, every time it's going to get more automatic. And then pretty soon you are no longer going to need this membership. You can if you like, because I also am working on these systems with you as I continue to want to learn more, get stronger, get better, feel better, and keep up with our ever changing health based, evidence based practices. So you're going to start here, you learn foundations, kind of some education, knowing why and the hows of what we're doing. And I help you go through it. We work through barriers and questions together. I'm continuously giving you feedback, meaning course correcting, meaning throughout the day, say you have this problem. What we do is we course correct together. More feedback means faster progress. We no longer DIY. So we do things in order. So in March, we're going to start this strong system where we learn to build muscle. Muscle is magical. It makes hormones, metabolism fall into place. Once you have muscle on board, your immunity is stronger, your bones and joints are stronger, you're feeling more confident, yes. But also, you have a flexible metabolism, meaning when you go on travel or party, your body no longer is subject to these sort of high bloat situations. It's able to come back to baseline a lot quicker. Once we have the muscle on board, then we're going to learn how to calculate your calorie needs in order to lose fat, get leaner without suffering, without shooting a shotgun in the dark. We're going to use a laser and a target so that you can lose fat without losing muscle and not having to suffer. Then we're going to go over how to bulletproof your gut. Now, this is important for increasing immunity, decreasing bloat, having better cognition, having better muscle building abilities is your gut. It's often an overlooked pillar. Then we're going to go through some stress management with regulating the nervous system. It's not sexy, but it works because most of us have been walking around in a stressed state, even if it's low grade and we don't realize it. That makes it impossible to build muscle and lose fat. And these systems that we go through, these mini challenges, they're going to line up with the times of the year where they are most needed. So, for example, June and July is the hectic season where schedules are erratic. There's lots of parties. We're not going to do fat loss or anything sort of hard during those months. We're going to learn how to balance the nervous system, and muscle building is always going to be running in the background. So, why should you listen to me, and how is this program different or better from other programs in the past? Number one, I did all the learning and investing for you, meaning 25 years of trial and error dieting, unhealthy beliefs, body dysmorphia, disordered eating, trying different diets, different exercise programs, everything from cardio to yoga to starving to fasting to low carb, no carb. I tried it all. And then I went and learned about the evidence based systems that actually work, invested in person trainers, online coaches for nutrition, got the certifications. I still hold a doctor of pharmacy license. I have a certification in strength and conditioning just to make sure everybody stays safe in the way that they're training. I also have a certification from Precision Nutrition. So we want to talk about food science, learning about calories. I got your back on that. Not to mention, I do have a certification in women's coaching. So women are different from men, and we tend to obviously have different hormones. Maybe we learn a little differently, we implement differently. So the focus here is just on women. So it feels extra safe. It feels good for your nervous system. We rise together. And not only that, I don't just tell you what to do by giving you more information. That's the problem. We don't have a knowing information problem. We have a doing it. We pretty much all know what we need to do. The problem is actually doing it. The problem is unlearning beliefs that keep us stuck. Like you need motivation, you need more discipline. No, we need behavior change science. We need to learn to hack our own psychology, to believe in ourselves, to keep doing it, to be able to fall off the wagon and jump back on, keep falling off the wagon, jump back on, not have unrealistic expectations, because that's what marketing has taught us. And that's how this program is going to be different and better. All right, what is this membership? This is a membership within our community and resource hub. If you want a streamlined, bare bones, bare minimum, step-by-step roadmap to how to build muscle and get leaner for the rest of your life, we learn foundational systems. Why systems? Because systems, once you learn it, it starts to become automatic. Once it's automatic, you don't spend as much time and energy on it, and it runs in the background so that your time and energy can go towards something else. It's almost like investing in a jackpot investment that continues to give you returns for the rest of your life. So, for example, once you learn how to build meals to support your goals, maybe it's getting a little stronger, losing a little bit of fat, feeling less sore, you're no longer having to wonder or search for diet programs. You know your calories needs, you can eyeball your protein amounts, and that just sort of runs on automatic in the background. You don't need to feel hungry, you don't need to feel deprived. Or once you learn the minimal effective dose for what you need to not only maintain muscle but also continue to build muscle as we age, you are no longer having to grind through hoping that working harder, more exercise, longer workouts, more calorie cutting, hoping that that'll get you the results that you want. You learn the minimal effective dose. You no longer have to be subject to the law of diminishing returns, because if we do exercise too much, especially at our age, we can make things worse. We make our metabolism worse, we make our recovery worse, and that is where all the magic happens. So we're going to do the bare bones minimum, minimal effective dose that's going to be effective for us.